is a Rogers Sports presentation.
Prime time in this exciting major junior A hockey game featuring the visiting Brampton Battalion and the hometown Kitchener Rangers. We welcome all of our viewers and of course a special welcome to those of you joining us from the Brampton area. Hi everyone, I'm Dave McClelland. With me my colleagues Roger Wardell, who will be doing the play-by-play, and Terry Mercury, who will be doing the color commentating. It's a time of year when people are aware of the Army, but that's the Salvation Army. But tonight we're being invaded by another Army in the persons of the Brampton Battalion. Roger, what can we expect?
Well, we can expect not a lot of offense from them, actually, with most of their big guns in the lineup tonight. They've lost 5 of their last 6 games and are really struggling offensively, so they'll be trying to limit the Kitchener Rangers' chances. Although I did mention there, most of their big guns are in the lineup. They lost a lot of their players this season to injuries and suspensions, and they're going to lose a lot of their players to the World Junior team and the Under-17 team after this evening. A couple of the players leaving already. In total, 6 will be gone shortly for the Brampton Battalion. So right now, heading into the Christmas break, they want to get a couple wins under their belt, and they certainly want to beat the Kitchener Rangers.
And they're off a loss last night with London.
That's right. They lost by a goal to London. All of their losses by 1 goal, 5 of their last 6. So whatever they can do tonight, they'll be trying to get that victory. Well, Terry, a big matchup forming up here tonight. We take a look at the standings. The Kitchener Rangers, well, in the basement.
Yeah, they're in the basement, but you take a look at the overall conference standings. The Rangers are 3 points out of the last playoff spot. Every game right now is a big game for the Kitchener Rangers. I'm not saying that it's not a big game for the Brampton Battalion. It is. But right now, the focus has to be on the Rangers and the fact that they're still in the race for a playoff position. They've got to start putting wins back-to-back on a consistent basis. No reason why they couldn't do it tonight against the Brampton Battalion. Take a look at the Brampton starting goaltender, Brad Topping. He's a rookie. He's only played in 8 games, 23 goals against, average 2.90, which is not bad for a rook. Not bad at all. Take a look. No surprise there. Scott Dickey carrying the mail for the Kitchener Rangers. Scott, Scott has just simply been absolutely marvelous all season long. He's played in 25 games, goals against average of 2.87. In the top 10 in save percentage. Scott has been an absolute surprise to nobody who really watches the Rangers a lot. Oh my goodness, when I opened the Star, I saw it first in the Toronto Star, and I thought the photographer had done some kind of trick with the shot. I could not believe how that ankle was twisted.
And Mike Amadeo will take his place on the top line. He's out there now, though, actually, with Jimmy Gagnon and Josh Bennett. Actually, it will be Matt Armstrong taking Dunphy's place on the top line for the Rangers. It's Rafi Torres, Chris Clayton, and Jeff Bateman for the Brampton Battalion. On defense for Kitchener, Steve Eminger and Chris Brannon. It's Paul Flash on the point with Jay Harrison for the Battalion. Play underway, the puck off the boards and out to center ice to Jay McClement. And the Battalion bring it in. Van Loozen, his shot deflects. There's a shot and a great save off of Adam Henrik by Dickey. For the whistle, the Rangers won't let him. Brannon kicking to forward. Amadeo shot topping the save. The rebound. Gagnon right there, but he can't come up with it. No penalties so far this evening. Been playing hockey.
They are. It's been a good pace to this hockey game.
Puck out front. The Rangers batting on it. Steven Richards back in the lineup. The puck still loose. Topping. Lugging his foot against the post. Now here's Bizyayev. He has some wheels with Jimmy Gagnon. Bizyayev trying to turn Flash inside out. Gagnon with a shot. Bizyayev. He scores! The Rangers lead.
I tell you, Roger, speed led to this goal more than anything else. Bizyayev's speed is what led to this. You take a look here. He just comes busting across the Brampton line. He doesn't get to the net the first time, but what he does is he opens things up on his speed alone. Just simply puts it in Flash's skates, gets it up by his speed. Flash can't stay with him. Gagnon hits the open, and there's Bizyayev. His speed just lends him to the front of the net. I don't know why. I do not know why Flash, the Brampton Battalion defenseman, left him alone after that. After here, he gets around Flash. Gagnon takes the back, and then Flash just leaves him. Spins around and simply just leaves him alone. Bizyayev keeps heading for the net for the goal.
Now puts one out in front. The Rangers, though, will clear. A 2-on-1 forming here. Here's a busy eye with Scott Shepard. Back for Shepard. Oh!
Excellent job by Josh Bennett of following the play. Really good job. Take a look at this. We get it on the replay. You'll see a guy who just simply hustles and follows the puck to the net. The Rangers are going to score a lot of goals when they do this. I wasn't even sure whether they're going to get away on the 2-on-1 at the Ranger blue line, but they did. Now watch Bennett. Here's the shot, the pass, the shot. Now look at Josh following up right there. There's the loose puck. I mean, the Rangers will score goals if they get their forwards doing that, heading for the net on the shot.
NHLer Serge Paille, Kitchener, for his career, there's a great play by Derek Roy.
I'm telling you, this guy is so entertaining to watch.
And losing racing after it, the Barrie native. And he gets it there for Grenier. Grenier out front, Dickey. Maybe got a piece of that one, the shot, and they score from the point. Jason Malenko somehow got that one through Scott Dickey.
And I don't think Scott was screened. I'm wondering if Scott just unfortunately didn't fan on the puck. Let's take a peek here, see if we can pick this up. I don't know. I don't think Scott was screened here. Let's take a look. See the puck behind the net. Well, it comes across and it's tipped out to the point. Now, Scott can see it. He can see that puck. Oh, you know what? Roger, I think that Ranger defenseman, when he went down to do the block, might have screened. Exactly. Dickey might have lost the puck. Brennan, he's got to make that decision faster. He's at the point with the puck. He's got to decide what to do a lot quicker.
Rangers on the fast break as Italian changing, and there's a shot on goal from Roy. What a
Boy, what a shot. Nothing fancy about this. He just simply blows it past Topping. Take a look here. Nice little Eminger, Shepard, cross. So Derek, nothing fancy about it. Just simply blows it past. Boy, nothing fancy about that at all.
Rangers on the power play here for another minute and a half. Fallen stick, and there's Malenko getting the knee out. 4,000 amateur officials here wanting a penalty.
That
lead pass up for Benoit. He gets it in for Derek Roy. Look at this move. He shoots, and Topping with a fine save. Josh Bennett, he had an idea of breaking in there, but Klesla steals a puck away from him. Captain Malenko, a long shot. He scores from inside his own blue line, 140 feet. Oh my, the battalion within one.
Oh. That's... Now, you've got to go over exactly. You got to go do exactly what Steve Eminger is doing with Scott Dickey. Give him a tap on the pads and tell him, don't sweat it. Scott Dickey has saved these guys in more hockey games. Okay, that was a bad one. Let it go.
Look at this from the top of the circle.
Wow.
In his own end.
Wow.
Oh, that was going wide too, Terry.
That just was a bad goal. I mean, no kidding. I mean, that's
150, 160.
I mean, that's the last kind of play you would have figured would give the battalion any kind of
Klesla taking a high stick there. The momentum changing, and Havel going after Josh Bennett. Amadeo in there dropping the gloves.
That was dumb. Havel, I mean, Josh doesn't mind dropping him and throwing him. That was just foolish. And Havel, well, he's not a midget. I mean, Bennett won't hesitate to drop the gloves and throw a few.
And it's Malenko once again. His shot goes to the outside. McClement centering. It'll find its way back for Flash. A big wind-up delivery. They score off of Chris Brennan. A double deflection, and oh my, the Kitchener Rangers are in trouble.
I cannot believe that the Rangers have gotten every lousy break that they could get. That's just a lousy break. I mean, I give Brampton full credit for not folding up the tent and going home, but I mean, still, they've gotten a couple of lucky goals. One of the goals was just impossible. I mean, look at this thing. This thing hits 2 players on the way in. Flash takes a shot, hits 2 Rangers on the way in, and that puck is on the way into the corner. Hits Brandon's skate and goes right into the net.
Great fans here in Kitchener. Bad weather and 4,000 people out front. And there's a shot. Dickey save, one save. No, the puck squirts in, but no, says a
Pat Smola
referee.
says he made the call first. We've got Havel and looks like Brannon. And now Emminger's into it with him.
Don't see Emminger get that
No,
riled up very
Steve's
often.
not generally involved in the fighting. We got 4 seconds to go.
Seen a couple from center ice before, but none from 150 feet when there's been a goalie in the net. Dickey hangs on. A little more jostling out in front, but nothing will come of this. Or players will go to the bench for a brief timeout, and then the overtime will start. He's across the line. Jimmy Gagnon with him. Derek Roy off the bench. The shot stopped by Topping now. He'll get his glove on it. Had thoughts of playing it, but
Smart
alertly.
move, exactly.
Cross ice for Derek Roy. He'll spin away, top of the circle, shoots through a leg. The puck is stopped, and Armstrong can't knock home the rebound. Van Loosen giving it away out front. Benoit to Derek Roy. Oh, the spin around. Rama just wide of the net.
Boy, it sure would have been nice if it went in.
There's a shot, and Topping will hold on as Derek Roy goes flying.
No, it wasn't a penalty.
And gives it away to Derek Roy. A 3-on-2 for the Kitchener Rangers. Roy dropping it there for Emminger. His shot is blocked by Flash. The rebound just wide of the net. Oh my goodness. 5 seconds to go, and McSwain with the long shot. Dickey having trouble with it. And this one will end in a 3-3 tie.
Mackerel.
Maybe we found Dickey's weakness. Shots from outside 100 feet.
Everybody line up behind your own net and fire away. Don't anybody go outside the blue line. Whoa. Woo. That was a very entertaining hockey game.
Back and forth. Here's one of the Ranger chances.
We take a look at, yeah, I mean, this is obviously your guy that you've got to have out there. Derek Roy setting up. Steve Emminger just can't get the puck through onto the net. Got Josh Bennett there floating around looking for the rebound, which doesn't come, but hey, it ends up in a 3-3 tie. Shouldn't have, but nonetheless it did. I know Scott Dickey's going to be up tonight thinking about that one goal, but you know, in Scott's defense, and I'll repeat myself, look, the guy had one bad goal scored on him. You know, you compare that to all the times that he saved the Rangers with his goaltending. Hey, you really can't complain.
Couple of highlights there in the third for Brampton, low lights for Kitchener.
Absolutely.
Top of the circle slap shot.
I guarantee you, if you're the Brampton Battalion, you know you should not have walked out with a point from this game tonight. You know it.
Although with that said, the Rangers lucky that they did get into overtime, back on their heels. Couple of penalties.
That's true.
Tonight's 3 stars, Andre Benoit announced as the 3rd star. Has been a little bit of chemistry between him and Derek Roy when they've been put together.
Has been developing, but to me it hasn't been developing fast enough, but nonetheless.
So Maleko, the 2nd star, he had a strong game on D.
He did. He played a very good game defensively and scored it'll be a goal that'll be in the Kitchener Ranger lowlights film. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Steve was a presence all night long, played excellent defensively, lugged the puck, put in a lot of ice time. Really developing as a leader for this hockey club.
Had a point as well coming on the Rangers' 3rd goal on the power play, scored by Derek Roy. So the Kitchener Rangers up 2-0 after 1, 3-1 after 2. A goal from 150 feet brought Brampton within one, and then a double deflected shot.
Off of Mike
Gave them the
Amadeo, then
tie.
off of Chris Brannon, and into the net. And I mean, I said that Scott Dickey is good at following the puck, but there's no goalie in the world that can follow 2 deflections on a shot.
So the score from tonight's affair, it's a tie, 3-3, the Kitchener Rangers and the Brampton Battalion. Couple of highlights for Brampton, lowlights for the Kitchener Rangers, but nonetheless a pretty entertaining hockey game. We'll take a break and be back right after this. You're watching OHL Primetime on Rogers Television.